Department of Public Works' almost 40 million rand fence separating Zimbabwe and South Africa has caused much controversy since it was erected. It continues to do so now as the Special Investigative Unit has confirmed that the awarding of the tender to build the fence is riddled with irregularities. And while that part of the fence has become the new focus, the rest of the old 200-kilometer fence between the two countries remains a failing security feature, with gaping holes for smugglers and undocumented crossings. Our reporter Hitekani Magwedze is at the border.
We're a few kilometers away from the official Beitbridge border. That's of course where the trucks between South Africa and Zimbabwe pass. Under the lockdown regulations, they are allowed to do so at the moment. Now, the fence that the Department of Public Works put together, of course, stretches just 20 kilometers away from the official border post. After that, the fence is riddled with more holes and more gaping holes than there are on the new fence. The fence between South Africa and Zimbabwe has always been plagued by vandalism and people cutting it in order to have a way with it in terms of passing through the fence. And so near the border post, the people who usually pass there, as we saw, are people who are desperate to go to Musina to try and buy food so that they can feed their families, considering Zimbabwe is under the lockdown. But further away, the challenge that has always plagued the South African government is that there's a lot of business that happens here. We just gained access quite easily into Zimbabwe right now. We're walking towards the Limpopo River, and there are quite a number of people, even in these bushes, who are here to trade and here for business. We understand that in some areas where there's easy access, people used to use it quite regularly to smuggle cars into Zimbabwe. But right now the situation is that there are a lot of people who are here to try and either smuggle cigarettes. There are quite a number of them towards my left. They either smuggle cigarettes or help people who want to take groceries through to Zimbabwe. They help carry them into Zimbabwe. As far as we understand, they get paid about 20 rands to smuggle things into Zimbabwe. This is the Limpopo River. Of course, it is dry at the moment, but if you see on the bank of the Limpopo River, on the Zimbabwean side, you see quite a number of people that are there as well. These people are waiting for business. They're waiting for opportunities. On the main gravel road, there are a lot of cars that pass there. In fact, it's just mainly buggies that pass there, and they have luggage and groceries, and they employ these people to take these things over to Zimbabwe, where they'll find somebody waiting for them. So there's a lot of business that goes on along the border, and it is because of the dire strains that Zimbabweans find themselves in, with the economy that's not doing well. It hasn't done well, to say the least, in a couple of years now, and Zimbabweans try and employ different measures to try and make as little money they can to feed their families. But the continuous concern, apart from the new fence that the South African government has erected, the old fence and the old border trail where the fence is meant to be has always been riddled with issues. And although the soldiers are here, and it's really helping, according to locals, to deter any smuggling of vehicles, it is clear that the smuggling of cigarettes, the undocumented movement here of people, is something that is a little more difficult and a little more slippery for the soldiers to deal with.